Good evening, everyone. My name is Sophia. My project is QA a chatbot for open question answering using neural networks. So, in my project, I implemented deep neural networks. The goal of my project to answer user question via chat-like interface. I created two natural language sequence-to-sequence model. The first one using recurrent neural network, I used GRU, and the second one is transformer combined with GPT-2. I executed my project on Google Colab. So, in deep learning, models are often created by training on hundreds of gigabytes of data using several layers of deep neural networks. So, the RNN and the transformer, the neural network, are of similar design. Both can handle sequential data like natural language text. But the subtle difference is that transformer do not need to process the data in order, which means for natural language text, it does not need to process the words in sequence from the beginning to end. This allows the transformer to take the advantage of GPU's parallelization ability to perform a massive amount of computation. As a result, transformer approach is valuable in case of longer sequences. Because of this advantage, transformer has become really popular in deep learning today. As I have mentioned, the second model that I have created using transformer and GPT-2, it has three components. The first one is an embedding layer implemented using Distelbert model. And the purpose of this layer is to convert the token into feature vectors. Next, encoder. For this layer, I have first used the positional encoding, followed by a transformer encoder. The positional encoding allows to encode the positional information to the embedded tensor and to take into account the order of the sequences, which is important for improving the result of a text generation for chatbot. The purpose of the encoder is to encode a variable length question sequence to a fixed length context vector, which has the semantic information about the question. Finally, I have the decoder layer, which I have implemented using transformer decoder and GPT-2 model, and which generates the output in a token by token fashion, one token at a time. The end goal of the decoder layer is to take a word and context vector as input and predict the next word in the sequence. In this way, when I provide a question, a sequence of words to my model, it predict the sequence and gives us the answer. So here is a sample chat using the model trend on TWCS dataset using the sequence to sequence model with transformer. As you can see that the result of a domain specific dataset, which is TWCS, containing interaction from customer service on Apple devices, produces a much better and human like chat response than what we see with the MS Marco dataset. The MS Marco dataset suffer from the diversity of context, although it contains 100K records, but it has unbounded set of domains which lead the model uh, to unable to generate a meaningful sentence, as we can see here. So this is the outcome with the first model, the sequence to sequence model with RNN trend on TWCS dataset, which is quite good. And the next one is the outcome on from the first model, the sequence to sequence model with RNN trained on MS Marco dataset, which does not provide human-like responses. So the result here shows the quality measures for the two dataset that I have used in my project. We see my model does a better job on the TWCS dataset than MS Marco dataset. With GPT-2, we observed a marginal improvement in quality measures. The improvement is not significant because GPT-2 needs power GPUs and Google's cloud service gave me a limited resources. Each epoch of this training was taking about 4 hours, so my session would always time out after 4 epochs. So, in conclusion, I was able to create a natural language model capable of chatting with users in a fairly human like way. I created this model using customer service dataset, which is focused on Apple's iOS device and MS Marco dataset. I was able to create the model using two different sequence to sequence approach. The first one using RNN, GRU, and the second one using transformer combined with GPT-2 for fine tuning. I tried transformer due to its numerous advantages that I have mentioned earlier, and my model was able to achieve a Rugel score of 0.96 for the TWCS dataset, while the MS Markov dataset was able to achieve a Rugel score of 0.51. So for future work, I ran my project on Google Colab infrastructure. While doing that, I observed that transformer training epochs were taking a longer time, and I realized that that is because I did not have a powerful GPU. So I can run this on a powerful local GPU. I expect to see a better result. I'll try it as my future work, and uh, I would like to try and use Google's TPU, the Tensor Processing Unit, but converting my input data into Tensor using TPU was a complicated challenge. So I kept this work for future, and it is out of scope of my current project. It would be great to deploy my model in a live server and connect to chatbot platforms like Facebook. I initially wanted to do so in the project itself, but for that I would have to pay for virtual private server like Heroku. And if I'm able to find funding to continue such research in future, I'd like to try this out. And I think this would also allow me to get access to the real user data and improve my model further. Thank you.